Way ha, hey 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 ha. That was me introducing Choctaw people. I learned that from Choctaw people. Man, I'll be learning all my ways back. But I learned all my ways from God and Jesus Christ. Cause just like that, yeah, I feel like God and Jesus Christ had me reach for that and learn that way. Cause I might come from those people. Cause I got a grandfather that taught me that that he's from actually from Arkansas, and other people too. And I learned from other people just like I learned the little thing I was doing from the sticks was learned that from Choctaw people, but learned that Choctaw people it's also Choctaw people in Arkansas. It used to be Choctaw people. I don't know if they're still there. Yeah, like in any other places where they used to be, because I know they got moved out. Then like a lot of I know like a lot of Indians that's from reservations. They actually think they're from that area, but they actually got moved to that area. So yeah, that's something that I learned from Choctaw people. Then the reason why I claim that I'm Choctaw is just like that because I know my grandparents or my family members, my older family members, like they wouldn't lie to me or they know what they're talking about, and I know what they remember, what they're saying in their life is true. So like my grandfather, like about him being Choctaw, he told me that him and his mom and like his family members, they used to pick cherries. But he said when they used to pick cherries, they used to he said they used to because he was telling me how to work out and like how to stay strong and stay young. Like another way you can work out is like a way not scratching out your body is by like bending over like this. And, it's like count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he said when he used to do that, and he's really showing me is that's the way they used to pick cherries and dump them in a basket. Then I guess they'll get paid when they go turn the cherries in. But just like how I learned this from the Choctaws playing this right here, they also said that they did used to work for white people. And that's because of white people. When you learn about Native Americans, they say they gave them diseases, but they don't also say they destroyed their food and made them hungry. So the Choctaws needed work, and they didn't have seeds and food no more. So they actually had to go work with the white people and and uh and not be slaves for them, but just work in their fields for them. And probably they probably did work alongside the slaves and all of that. So even when I say that, that should point out they didn't have the money to go get their food. They had to work and get their food passed to them. So just like that, Choctaws don't. I know Choctaws don't get paid, and I know tribes like Lakotas don't get paid, and Navajos don't get paid. But I'm gonna talk about Navajos next, cause like I'm also Navajo too. But I know Choctaws don't get paid, so like so that's how I know I might be Choctaw, cause just like I hear other people tell me the same thing that Choctaws when they try to when people did try to lie and try to tell us oh like Native Americans have slaves, but I know Native Americans didn't. They never had slaves or was racist. I know Native Americans helped black people get out of slavery, and none of the presidents like before like President maybe Bush and even maybe even Obama or maybe even Trump. I know it may sound like that even though I'm sounding young, but I wasn't born in the 2000s, so like yes, it's not gonna be no loud no loud. But like I was born in the 1900s, so even when I say that, like they didn't like Indians, or they didn't like what Indians was about, even though this is God gave the land, He gave us the land. This is God gave us this land. This is our land, and so anyways, when it comes to that, so yeah, that's what I know about Choctaws, and what else I know about Choctaws. Yeah, but what I'm telling you is when I play this like this, I'm playing this because I'm trying to pass you our ways back because just like I was saying earlier, at one point in time the people took everything Native Americans knows. Like Native Americans didn't know know nothing about their religion. We all use a buffalo skull, a drum, and things like feathers, and that's all. Even though it's all Indians really do the same thing, that's really like we all got that from Lakota, and even in Lakotas, a lot of the Lakotas, like they didn't know their languages or they didn't they didn't know this and that. but it was elders like people like my grandparents and other people grandparents my age that are their great grandparent or other people great like maybe somebody parents like my parents or somebody my age parents, their great grandparents or their grandparents, yeah, their great grandparents, they could have spoke the language, but when they did speak the language, like even with my family members, when I talk about my grandmother, she didn't I don't think they didn't speak no English at all, so it was broken because just like when they put the kids in boarding school, the kids might couldn't communicate with their people when they came back because they couldn't communicate with their parents or their grandparents, but they might because they couldn't speak their language no more, and the grandparent was trying to show them their language again, and even with that, they might have been able to communicate with their parent because their parent was in the boarding school, and their parent learned language again and spoke English. So yeah, that was a struggle right there. But that's everything I know about Choctaws, and I know more about Choctaws. Like I know Choctaws is it's a good chance that Choctaws is the same nationality as a Cherokee, as a Chickasaw, or anything that start with a CH, like a Chick or like I said, a Cherokee, or even a Seminole, anything that sounds similar or the same thing, or even with that, I know Choctaw can like those Indians, they're darker redder, but like a real red skin, just like Lakota. All those Indians, they was all in the when you say Sioux territory, it wasn't the Sioux territory, it was a Blackfoot territory. And the Blackfoot is their own tribe, but the Blackfoot might have been that might be a Lakota too, but at the same time they're all like a black at one time in the 1900s, and before that we known as Blackfoot territory. But in 2000, yeah, it's still the same things because it's the truth. It's probably it's all Blackfoot territory, and it's yeah, it's all the same thing. But just like that, it's just like maybe like a Samoan and Tongue and their islands on the same side. Just they're all really the same races, but they're not. They're just like even the Navajo and Apaches. Like just like I said, people on the reservation they don't know Navajos and Apaches. They don't come from Arizona or New Mexico or Colorado because I'm related to full blood Navajos and I have original clans, and it's only really like six when it's the when you find out the truth, but it's like 46 Navajo clans. But what I'm trying to tell you is those original clans, they actually speak a language that's from Eskimo. It's like Galatian or something like that. I can't pronounce it. And even a lot of Navajos, even elders that try to pronounce it, they can't pronounce it because they might speak Navajo. And that's a Eskimo word, or maybe even an Innu word. And remember, just like I said, Navajos and Apaches, they might be the same race. I mean, they're the same race, just like Samoans and Tongass. How Samoans and Tongass islands are the same thing. Navajos and Apaches, they travel down from Canada and Alaska and maybe even Eskimo because we just like I said, that Eskimo language, Navajos and Apaches speak it, and in Eskimos in Eskimos maybe the Inuit people, but they speak the same language too. So what I'm saying is Navajos and Apaches, they came down, they probably traveled down to California, then they made it to New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, and Utah, and even Mexico. Mexico, and even when they did that, it was still Indian land, but it belonged to the Hopi. It belonged to the Hopi tribe, and there was other Hopi. I mean, there was other tribes around the Hopi. I know, like the Zunis, even like even go maybe going to the mines, but like let's not focus on them because just like that, I know around the Hopis it was like the Anasazis and stuff like that. Then that's when you go into Hopis and mines. But I'm gonna end this video though. But yeah, and I'm not gonna end it, but it's gonna go into the next one about the novel.